Introduction to the Science of Hadith by Ibn Salah, Shahrazuri, 577 to 643, the most influential work in the Science of Hadith in existence. Category 56. Transmitters resembling one another in name and lineage who are distinguished by the relative position of the names of the son and the father. This is a very short category, it's one page. An example of this is Yazid ibn al-Aswad and al-Aswad bin Yazid. The first is the companion Yazid ibn al-Aswad al-Khuzai and Yazid ibn al-Aswad al-Jurashi, who were both born in pre-Islamic times, then converted to Islam, lived in Syria, enjoyed a reputation for piety so great that the Umayyad Caliph Muawiyah asked him to pray for rain for the sake of the people of Damascus. Muawiyah said, "God, today we beseech you for intercession through the best and most excellent of us," and that is Yazid ibn al-Aswad. It started raining immediately, almost before they could get back to their homes. The second was the excellent follower, al-Aswad bin Yazid al-Nakha'i. Al-Walid ibn Muslim and Muslim ibn al-Walid are also an example of this. The first is the follower Al-Walid ibn Muslim al-Basri, the transmitter from Jundub ibn Abdullah al-Bajali, and renowned Al-Walid ibn Muslim al-Dimashqi. Apologies, no Arabic given. The student of Awza'i, from whom Ahmad ibn Hanbal and many other people related hadith. The second is Muslim ibn al-Walid and Rabah al-Madani. Muslim ibn Walid bin Rabah al-Madani, who transmitted hadith from his father and others. Abdul Aziz ad-Darawardi and others related from him. Bukhari mentioned him in his Tariq and reversed his name and lineage, saying Al-Walid ibn Muslim, and he was reproached for that. Al-Khatib composed a book on this category and he called it Kitab Raf al-Irtiyab fil Maqlub min al-Asma'i wal-Ansab, the dispeller of doubt in cases of reversed names and lineages. Apologies, no Arabic given. Several times this title has given people the mistaken impression that its contents exclusively concern errors like the one mentioned in the second example, that is, Bukhari's mistake. That was not stipulated for the book, and most of its contents do not concern that. Therefore, the title he has given to this category is more appropriate. God knows best. Category 57. Those whose lineage refers to someone other than their father. There are several varieties of this. Number 1. Those whose lineage refers to their mother. These include Mu'adh ibn al-Afra, Mu'awwidh ibn al-Afra, Awd ibn al-Afra. And not al-Afra, simply Afra. She was their mother, and their father was al-Harith bin Rifa'ah al-Ansari. Ibn Abdul Bar said that the name of Awd was actually Awf, and that form is found more often in hadith transmissions. God knows best. The Mu'adhin, Bilal ibn Hamama, and Hamama was his mother, and his father was Rabah. Suhayb ibn Bayda, literally a fair-complexioned woman, and his two brothers, Sahal and Safwan. She was their mother, and her name was Da'ad. Their father's name was Wahab. Shurahbil ibn Hasana, she was his mother, and his father was Abdullah ibn Mut'a al-Kindi. Abdullah ibn Buhayna, she was his mother, and his father was Malik ibn al-Kishb al-Asdi. Sa'd ibn Habta al-Ansari, she was his mother, and his father was Bahir ibn Muawiyah. Sa'd was an ancestor of the judge Abu Yusuf. Yaqub ibn Ibrahim al-Kufi. The preceding were companions, God be pleased with all of them. Other examples are Muhammad ibn Hanafiya, literally the woman belonging to the tribe of Banu Hanifa. She was his mother and her name was Khawla. His father was Ali ibn Abi Talib, God be pleased with him. Ismail ibn Ulayya, she was his mother and his father was Abu Ishaq Ibrahim. Ibrahim bin Hirasa, Abdul Ghani ibn Sa'id said, she was his mother and his father was Salama. God knows best. Number 2. Those whose lineage refers to their grandmother. The companion Ya'la bin Munya, according to Zubair ibn Bakar, she was his paternal grandmother and his father was Umayyah. Another is the companion Bashir ibn Khasasiyya. She was Bashir ibn Ma'bad. Al-Khasasiyya was the mother of his great-great-grandfather. A more recent example of that was our teacher Abu Ahmed Abdul Wahhab ibn Ali al-Baghdadi, who was known as Ibn Sukayna. She was his grandmother on his father's side. God knows best. Those whose lineage refers to their grandfather. Abu Ubaidah ibn al-Jarrah, one of the 10 given glad tidings of their acceptance into heaven. Abu Ubaidah was Amir ibn Abdullah ibn al-Jarrah. The companion Hamal ibn al-Nabigha al-Hudhali, he was Hamal ibn al-Malik ibn al-Nabigha. The companions Mujammi ibn Jariya, he was Mujammi ibn Yazid ibn al-Jariya, ibn Jariya, not al-Jariya. Ibn Jurayj, he was Abdul Malik ibn Abdul Aziz ibn Jurayj. The sons of Majishun, including Yusuf ibn Yaqub ibn Abu Salama, al-Majashun. Abu Ali al-Ghassani and al-Majishun was the nickname of Yaqub ibn Abi Salama. And it was also applied to his sons and the sons of his brothers, Abdullah ibn Abi Salama. The preferred interpretation is that Majishun means rosy-cheeked, either in the dialect of the people of Medina or in Persian. Ibn Abi Dhi'b, he was Muhammad ibn Abdurrahman ibn Mughira ibn Abi Dhi'b. The jurist Ibn Abi Layla, he was Muhammad ibn Abdurrahman ibn Abi Layla. Ibn Abi Mulaika, he was Abdullah ibn Ubayd ibn Abi Mulaika. The Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, he was Abu Abdullah Ahmad ibn Muhammad ibn Hanbal. The sons of Shayba, that is, the sons of Abu Shayba, that is, the hadith experts Abu Bakr, Uthman and his brother Al-Qasim. Abu Shayba was their grandfather. His name was Ibrahim bin Uthman, and he was an inhabitant of Wasit. Their father was Muhammad ibn Abi Shayba. The latter example of Abu Sa'id ibn Yunus, the author of Tariq Misr, the history of Egypt, he was Abdurrahman ibn Ahmad ibn Yunus ibn Abdul A'la al-Sadafi. God knows best. Those whose lineage refers to a man other than their father on the basis of a non-blood tie. These include al-Miqdad ibn al-Aswad, he was Miqdad ibn Amr ibn Tha'laba al-Kindi, and was also said al-Bahraini. He was one of the kin of al-Aswad ibn Abdul Yaquth al-Zuhri, who adopted him. Miqdad's lineage refers to him. Al-Hasan ibn Dinar, he was actually Ibn Wasil, and Dinar was the husband of his mother. It seems that this was unknown to Ibn Abi Hatim when he called him Al-Hasan ibn Dinar ibn Wasil, making Wasil his grandfather. God knows best. Stay tuned for category 58.